This is Roger with Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2005 GMC Sierra 1500 crew cab, Z71, 5.3 liter V8, gas powered. It's four-wheel drive. Has 33,000 miles. It's 33 or 36. I think it's 33,000 miles. We'll check that in just a second. It used to be an SLT, which would mean leather. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company, and when it arrived here, well, before it arrived, when we bought it, we knew it didn't have any seats. They stole the seats. So now it's got cloth seats, so the heated seat buttons on the door panels are obviously not functional when you have cloth seats. So it's not an SLT now, it would more be an SLE, which is cloth Z71. It has a FTS lift kit. It also has a leveling kit on the front, which gives it that sort of upward raking look. I'll show you what the leveling kit looks like. This would be the leveling kit right here. That's what gives it the lift in the front end. That's the FTS lift from the front. Beautiful truck. It runs great. There's, some the basic rock chips that if this were a white truck, it would be almost flawless, but it's black, so it's going to show things that normal, any other color really, lighter colors, silver, champagne, those colors don't. There's the leveling kit on the driver's side. Tires are BFGs. They're kind of chunked up. They're probably 30% tread. This piece used to be a painted piece. It had a bunch of chings and stuff in it, so we just replaced it. We didn't paint it. Obviously, you don't need to paint it when it's black already. We will have before and after pictures so you can see it. See the pictures before and after, so you know what it looked like when we bought it. So you know that there's been no significant repairs done other than that trim and putting seats in it. That's about it. Obviously, a tube of touch-up paint in about 10 minutes of your time would be significant in this car's maintenance. It would probably be pretty easy to make this thing look unbelievable. Passenger rear tire looks probably 10 or 20% tread. It's a pretty truck and it's real low miles. Usually the tailgates on these things are just beat to hell, and that thing looks brand new. Let's see, there's a little scratch right there. Beautiful bed liner. Obviously this bed liner was never used for doing anything. I don't think it's ever had anything in the bed. It doesn't look like. I do see a spare under there. We don't guarantee spares or tools, but you do have a spare under there. Usually they've stolen them as part of the theft recovery. This is also, like I said, it's on a clear title, and it's actual miles. So you can get loans, and it's got a lot more value because of that. A little touch-up paint would be a good idea right there. And the only real dent I see is down low here on the door, right there. And that looks like if you got inside the door, it would push out. Let me fire this thing up, and you guys can look under the hood with the, yikes. Key goes there. There we go. Be able to hear it run from under the hood and see under the hood. Beat the heat today. We're going to get to 100 today. We've been close for the last couple of days. There's your 5.3 liter. Pretty truck. We did put a new battery in it. There's OnStar and XM antennas up on the roof. See a little thing right here on the hood. Like I said, it says SLT, but consider it an SLE because of that. We have cloth now. We tried to find leather, and we could only find a front or a rear from different sources. It became a real pain, so that's what we did. Let's see. Here's your rear radio. Little cup holder down there. Let's see. I think I have the child locks on here. Let me see. How do I do this? Oh, there we go. Alright, there's the passenger window. Here's the, let's see. That's the passenger rear window. Let's see. Driver rear window is not working. And it's not a child lock issue, so we have to get that functioning. I would imagine it's unplugged. But it will be functional before it ships out. There's your driver mirror, out, in, up, down. Passenger mirror, out, in, up, and down. Tilt. Carpet. Power up and back. Seat cushion up. Seat cushion back. I don't know if this rear, yeah, it does. Got a rear lift also in the seat cushion, that works. These seats are really good condition. We were very happy to get these in lieu of getting them. So these are non-functional, okay? We just want to make sure that everyone knows that, so there's no confusion on this subject. Alright, what do we have here? We have 36,000, let me turn the air down. Yes, and the air's blowing ice cold. 36,361, I apologize. I knew it was 33 or 36 or something. 36,361. There's your cluster. It also says here that the next service is due at 35,000 miles for an oil change. So it's only 1,000 miles late on getting an oil change. So it's really not that far behind and being taken care of. There's your radio. Let's see if these work.
Only 12 men have walked on another world.
Yes, they do. Let's change the station.
People
That
dressed
works.
up
All right. Got a CD player. Obviously got the air and it works great. Let's see, we got the tow on and off there. Let's see. We have, here's some trip stuff here. Obviously it's been reset. I think it's because we put new batteries in it, or a new battery in it. That's all that stuff. Let's see, and then you got the vehicle settings here. All that garbage. There's cruise control. Alright, let me put it into neutral. Let's go forward low. There's forward low. Oh, I do remember something. My guys just told me that we put an encoder motor in it. That's the deal that fires the four-wheel drive into four-wheel drive. So that's reverse. That's drive and four low. Put it into 4 high. There's 4 high. Put it into reverse. Put it into drive. Boom. Let's go into auto 4-wheel drive. Put it into drive. It did get an encoder motor. As you may or may not know, the weaknesses in Chevy gas vehicles are the instrument clusters and the encoder motors. And in this one, it was the encoder motor, $400 encoder motor, which makes the four-wheel drive engage. That's brand new. so you don't have to deal with that issue. Don't want to run over the Doberman. Probably pop a tire. Anyway, that just came to my mind when I was doing the four-wheel drive, that it got an encoder motor. That's very good news. You don't have to deal with that problem. That is a very common problem in Tahoes and Chevy trucks, GM's trucks, four-wheel drives, the encoder motors. So that's handled. We bought it from Watson Chevrolet. It's brand new, and we've installed 1 million of them. Them and instrument clusters are famous for being bad. Anyhow, this thing is on a clear title, so no need to get it inspected, and it's actual miles, so getting a loan should be easy if you have the credit. What else? If you come to Tucson to drive it home, you're going to pay a dock fee of $250 plus taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. Jump on it here for you. Wow. For having a lift and tires that are not the best tread, this thing runs real straight and it's very quiet. I'm surprised that it doesn't have a little more road noise from those tires. So I'd imagine if you put a new set of tires in this thing, it'd be incredible. Anyhow, if you come to Tucson, it's $250 dock fee plus taxes. And that, if your tax rate is like 3% in your state, then you're going to pay a total of 5% tax and a $250 dock fee. If your tax rate is like Arizona's state tax rate is 7.1. Add our city tax of 2%, so you're going to pay a total of 9.1% tax if you're an Arizonan, plus a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, no dock fee, no taxes. You'll deal with your tax guy if you have to in your state, and that's it. Once we receive full payment, we mail out the title, and generally, you know, if you're shipping, if you're going to pay by wire and ship, you'll have the title before the truck. So some states you'll even have a plate in your hand when the truck shows up, throw the plate on it and drive away if your motor vehicles allows you to do that. Also, please make sure that you get a deposit in. Without a deposit, we don't have a deal. This vehicle, being such low miles and a very high demand vehicle, is going to be very popular. So if we agree on a price, get your deposit in, because there's going to be somebody very shortly after you that's going to want it, and it's going to be a race to deposits. You know, on F-150 two-wheel drives, some Silverado two-wheel drives, you know, the activity is pretty sparse, and you know, you can get away with waiting a day to put your deposit in. But this one's not going to be like that. This is going to be very, 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 very quick. Anyhow, that is all my speech. Please make sure that you get that deposit in. Like I said, once we get the deposit in, we will put a banner over the vehicle on our site saying deposit received, so it's no longer for sale. It'll have your name on it, thanking you, and it will be off the market. And that is all. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great week and a safe Memorial Weekend.